So not too much news on the DC movies recently, but some clickbaity titles came out yesterday about the Watchmen TV show. One title said, Watchmen adds an Aquaman villain to the cast. And that title is like super misleading, right? Like that article title is really misleading because when I first read that title, I was thinking an Aquaman villain, like Aquaman's going to be in the show. Like I was really confused. And then I read the article and it's the actor that's playing Black Manta. He's going to be in the show. It has nothing to do with Aquaman. They just put the word Aquaman in the title to get people to click on the goddamn article. And it fucking worked in my case, right? I fucking clicked that shit because I was so confused. I was like, what? An Aquaman villain is in Watchmen? Doesn't make any sense. I was so confused. But then I realized it's just a clickbait title. But the big news that's happened over the last few days has been the DC streaming service. We've gotten more details on that. And even a little 30-second teaser trailer for it, which was fucking awesome, by the way. Got me super hyped. We got to see the menu format of the streaming service, how it's going to look, how it's going to be laid out and stuff. And it looks like you're going to be able to buy digital comics on this too and read them off your TV or something. That's what it looks like it is. They might be doing more motion comics, which would fucking be awesome. Because if you have the collector's edition of Watchmen, it comes with the motion comic of Watchmen. And I fucking love that. It's the whole book, word for word. Only one voice actor, though. That's kind of the downside, but it's fucking great, right? It's over 5 hours long. It's a great motion comic, and I wish they would do more of it. And guess who produced that Watchmen motion comic? Cruel and Unusual Films. Zack Snyder had his production team make a motion comic of the actual Watchmen book, which blew my mind, when I first saw that in the credits of the motion comic. And it just blew my mind. And I'm thinking, why can't they do more of that, there's no way it costs that much to do this motion comic. I wish they'd do it for every major DC book, like The Long Halloween, or Green Lantern Rebirth maybe, or Superman Birthright, just any number of books. Just do a motion comic of it. It'd be awesome. And put it on the DC streaming service. It'd be totally dope. But as I suspected, it seems that all their DC animated library is going to be on the streaming service eventually. I don't know if it's going to be there day one, but they were saying that the Batman animated series is going to be there day one. So I imagine Batman Beyond, Justice League, Superman, all that, every DC animated TV show, Teen Titans, all that's going to be on this streaming service. And speaking of Titans, the actual live-action show had an image of Robin that came out, which was fucking awesome. I think it looks like the Batman Forever Robin suit, only a little bit grittier. But it looks like the same R and the same colors, just darkened a little bit. I like it. It looks gritty. I like it. It is the first costume from the show that I really like a lot. And I don't know if this is an official word from the people making the Titans show or if it's just a rumor, but apparently the Titans TV show is going to be geared towards adults, which I think is a genius idea because anybody that watched the original animated TV show are grown up now, I watched that show when I was a kid, and now it's years later, and I'm ready to see an adult take on Teen Titans, and I think they could pull it off, too. Because the reason the CW DC TV shows are not what they can be is because it's geared towards family and kids, really. I would say all the CW live-action DC TV shows are essentially Marvel movies. That's what they are. That's essentially what they are, which is not a bad idea. I mean, obviously people like that, so it's not a bad idea to make TV shows that appeal to that huge demographic of people, right? And I suspect all those CW shows will also be on the streaming service. I don't know if they've announced that yet. I gotta look into that, but I'm pretty sure that's going to be on the service. And I read somewhere that they're only going to be launching the service in the United States to begin with. So it appears the United States is going to get the service before anybody else in the world. I imagine the United States is going to be the test run, the beta test. They're going to test it out for a year, update it, make sure they get all the programs on it running smoothly, and then they're going to do a worldwide launch. Eventually, it's going to be worldwide, but it's actually smarter to just do it in one country first to make sure they work out the bugs and stuff. Because there's no way this service is going to be perfect, Netflix took years for them to perfect the streaming service, right? And there's no way Time Warner and AT&T, there's no way they're going to get this right the first week this thing launches. It's going to have a lot of bugs probably, but I'm sure they're going to work it out. It might take like a year, but I'm sure they're going to work it all out. I'm definitely getting to day one. They haven't announced a price yet, but as long as it's less than $15, I could do that, right? I'm hoping it's like $10. That would be tremendous. And I also hope it comes with digital comics. You know, I'm hoping that you don't have to buy the digital comic, that you could just like read them off of the DC streaming service, you know, on your tablet, on your phone, on your TV. I'm really hoping that that's what they do. Like, can you imagine the whole DC Comics library in digital form for $10 a month? That would be insane. It'd be too good of a deal to pass up. And not only are all those live action TV shows going to be on it, along with original programming, but also the Christopher Nolan Batman films and the Christopher Reeve Superman films and probably the Tim Burton Batman films. Any live action DC film is going to be on the streaming service. So that is also awesomeness. Even though I kind of own all those movies already. It doesn't matter. Still going to be awesome that's going to be on the streaming service. But you would also get every cartoon and animated movie, and then you'd get every digital comic. Like, that would be way too good for people to pass up. At least if you're like a comic fan or a DC fan, it would be way too good of a deal to pass up. But still, I don't know how that's going to work out. I just saw the trailer that looked like it was going to have digital comics and stuff. And I think that's what I'm most excited for. If that eventually happens, that'd be great. But I'm sure we're going to find more out at San Diego Comic-Con. I'm pretty sure the first thing they're going to talk about when they start talking about the TV shows and stuff is this streaming service. They might even announce a price point for it, which would be huge if they get it right, you know? I mean, if they say it's like $20 a month, people are going to start booing, you know? Like, it's going to be bad. But $10 a month, $9.99, WWE Network style, $9.99. I think people will be really happy with that price. But anyway, that's it for now. There's not a lot of news happening right now. No Snyder Cut news of any kind. All those rumors about the big announcement, I think they were just alluding to the DC streaming service because we got new details about that in the last week. So I think that was like the big DC news that the rumors were talking about, you know. Everybody was thinking it was going to be something to do with Man of Steel 2 or the Snyder Cut, but I think it was just about this DC streaming service, which is fine. But Comic-Con, you best be damn sure we're going to get Man of Steel 2. I believe it. I believe it, man. We're going to get something about Man of Steel 2. A logo, an announcement of some kind, something. Like, I'm thinking that's going to happen for sure. The Snyder Cut, on the other hand, I'm not too sure if that's going to happen. If it did, it would rock the house. But, you know, till it does, we're just going to have to be fine with seeing Aquaman, Shazam, Wonder Woman, and Man of Steel 2, maybe, you know? Like, that'd be fine with me. And if Zack Snyder was just there, holy shit, my mind would be blown away. Because he's still producing all these films, so, you know, he still has a say, and he should be on that stage for, like, Wonder Woman, you know? I think he deserves to be up there. But anyway, yeah, that's it for now. Comment below, let me know what you think about the DC streaming service. Are you going to be getting it day one? I know I will. Day one, if that price point is right, of course, but you know. But yeah, that's it for now. Hope everyone had a great weekend, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
What are you talking about?
I wouldn't miss this for anything.
Let's do this. I think I'm gonna like it here. I'll take it.
Everything you need's in here.
Don't you just love a happy ending?
Just follow my lead.
What more could anyone ask?